have some other questions here. Let's see here. Look, prior to 2008, I mean, like I said, you and I have been working together for a long time, but prior to 2008, if I need an appraisal, I could actually just call you and say, Rick, here's my order. Please go appraise this house. Since that time, with the Dodd-Frank Act and whatnot, all appraisals have started to go through what's called an appraisal management company. And you, as an independent appraiser, you're on a panel of these AMCs, appraisal management companies. And really, there's no way I can even steer a appraisal to you. Sure, I can know what appraisal panels you're on and you're signed up with a company, but even still, there's a half a dozen or dozen or more appraisers that when an order goes through, tell me on your side how that looks. An appraisal comes through, either you click quick or you don't get the deal, or how does that work?
Well, generally they give us half a day to. I mean, we have plenty of time to accept it. There used to be what's called like shotgun orders, which happen when they're in a rush. They might send it to four guys, and the first one to click on it gets it. But it's four guys on their rotation in their panel. But typically, how it's done now is most lenders can set up their own appraiser panel. It usually consists of at least 5 appraisers.
Okay.
And as many as 20, depending on the size of the lender.
And it keeps it from steering, so it's not the same appraiser every time.
Yeah. And they basically rotate it. And that's, and then there's AMCs that, they have their own panel with all their lenders and they rotate it the same way. And they probably know which guys are kind of better at certain types of homes.
Such as new construction or refinance.
Right. Or whatever it might be. I feel like my expertise has been high-end homes. So we see a lot of jumbo type loans, very high-end homes. Right. And we've been covering a lot of those. And we have a really good reputation as far as, tight deadlines. And you're trying to get something closed and you need an appraisal. Yeah, you thought you had an appraisal waiver. And then the underwriter comes back and says, wait a minute. We need an appraisal yesterday.
Right.
We kind of have a pretty good reputation of same-day service.
Nice. Well, and I'm just going to identify that an appraisal on a jumbo is 836 and above, and a normal appraisal is going to be 836 and some change and below.
Right. Yep.
So, and there's a distinction, and of course, there's 2 different prices too. If you're appraising a $4.6 million house versus an $825,000 house, there is a slight difference in cost because you do have to search more diligently and find those comps.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there's even on your side rate variances for jumbo versus non-jumbo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely there is. Yeah. Well, obviously steering's not a problem anymore because literally if I have a problem on an appraisal, I can't call you and say, hey, why can't we get this value? Or I could get my hands slapped.
Yeah. Any contact is, you can't have any contact until the appraisal's been submitted. And then once the appraisal's been submitted, you're okay giving me a call.
But we're still not saying, well, why can't I get this value? Hey, if I give you $50, will you get that for me? No, none of that. Yeah. None of that happens.
No.
And I don't know if it really ever did. Maybe it did, but I mean, I obviously never saw that in the 32 years I was doing business.
To be honest with you, I didn't either. I know there was a lot made of that back in the day, but I never felt too much pressure.
Yeah.
Even in the early 2000s, I didn't. There might have been a few times where they're like, "Hey, we're trying to hit this number." But I was always like, hey, it's not there. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I still think there's some agents out there that are pricing homes wrong. I mean, recently I saw one where, I did have to do a rebuttal on it. And I mean, the home was a smaller footprint and, some of the comparables that they sent over to me were twice the size.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you get these all the time and say, well, I think you should reassess this value because look, these 3 homes sold on this street, I get they're 1,800 square feet bigger, but why can't you come in at the same value?
Yeah, if there's any loan officers watching this video, okay, I've had what's called an ROV, reconsideration of value, okay? You know how many times they've sent me the same comps that are in my report?
Oh my gosh.
Loan officers out there, okay, if you're watching this, read the report before you ask for the ROV, okay? Don't just look at the number and say,
I'm turning red because I'm embarrassed for that. That makes no sense.
I've had it happen, and I've had to turn around and tell the lender. I say, "Well, you do realize that these three comps are in the report.
Well, then why didn't you
Read the
use them?
report." It's happened more than once, Craig.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's happened more than once.
Oh, that actually
Yeah,
kind of cracks me up.
yeah.
All right,
So
let's
read
see
the
here.
report. Read the report.